Have you ever wondered how many children were sexually abused every day? Well, 1 in 10 children in Malaysia is likely to be a victim of emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, according to a child rights activist. The thought itself is so heartbreaking for me because no child deserves that amount of damage in their life. Did you know that a proper sex education can save a child's life? If you do not know, then now you will. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Nur Arifah binti Muhammad Razi from class LG240-2A, and in today's actual persuasive speech, I will be talking about sex education for children to prevent sexual violence. Based on a statistic from the year 2022, sexual crime against children has increased by 42%. More effort needs to be put into educating children on their personal rights and boundaries, how to be aware of malicious and suspicious intentions, and how to alert their parents, guardians, teachers, or trusted family members about such incidents. Apparently, detecting a pedophile is almost impossible because they portray themselves as a child lover. Pedophilia in Malaysia is not a rare occurrence because it happens almost every day and it is almost being normalized in the society. In the first half of 2020 alone, there were over 1,700 cases of sexual crimes against children recorded by Malaysia's Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, with offences including things like rape, molestation, incest, and unnatural sex incidents. Therefore, sex education for children is crucial to reduce and prevent sexual violence. Children should be educated about sex as early as 4 years old, and it is important for children to learn in step by step. Sex education for children can begin learning about body parts and move to the next step slowly as they begin to understand them. Developing in sex education can keep children in safe spot as the best target for a pedophile is a child who have no knowledge on sex. Sex education is not simply about having knowledge for sexual intercourse, but it is also to keep a child safe from unwanted situations such as being sexually abused, unwanted pregnancy, and mainstream pornography. Sex education for younger children is centered on body agency and safety, whereas for teens, it is an essential right in addition to being an important tool against intimate partner violence and child abuse. For centuries, sexuality has been socially stigmatized, and that makes teaching and learning it hard. Today, sex education in schools is often remedial and focused on unlearning the society's stigmas students have adopted or been socialized to believe years before they walk into health class. Some parents fear that talking about sex leads to sex, but this is simply not the case. These barriers limit identity formation, prevent equity, and threaten safety. Our children want this information, yet most are denied it from their schools, parents, and even their pediatricians. Unfortunately, many children are introduced to sex and sexuality in the context of pregnancy prevention and sexual violence. This is neither comprehensive nor healthy. Children should have awareness on body agency and safety. Comprehensive on sex education that starts in elementary school and continuing to high school show that it prevents intimate partner violence and child abuse, improves social emotional learning and media literacy, and fosters healthy relationships, sexuality, and identity development. However, it is hard to imply in school syllabus because sex education is considered as taboo in today's society. They insisted that children is innocent and pure and they should not be exposed on such topics, and for that it has given impact for children to have access on sex education. Comprehensive teaching on sexuality topics means talking about it often, including providing factual information about how their body works, promoting bodily autonomy, affirming the spectrum of identities, and modeling consensual behaviors at home. Comprehensively parenting on sexuality topics from toddler to the teen years is necessary for our children's well-being. Create an environment where asking questions is encouraged. It is normal to feel awkward or unsure when talking with your child about sex, but avoiding the conversation will not stop them from having sex or keep them safe. As a parent or carer, you are the most influential role model for your child. Relationships, sex, and sexuality education should cover a broad range of topics. When talking about issues such as sex with your child, be honest and give them as much as information that is suitable for their age. The benefits of sexuality education, when comprehensive, go far beyond information on reproduction and health risks associated with sexuality. Sexuality education is essential to prevent and combat sexual abuse against children, sexual violence, and sexual exploitation. The importance of sexuality education is to prevent children from falling prey to sexual offenders. Sexuality education in schools today is necessary to provide safety and protect children from becoming a victim to sex predators. Note that knowledge is powerful to keep a child safe. While we are being skeptical of sex education, it is important for their own good. What is more harmful is the idea that being aware of something is somehow a corrupting force. Being aware of the existence of pornography, internet safety, the law, and consent allows young people to make better choices about their own life and their own bodies. Parents are best placed to teach their children about sex and relationships. Ideally, this should be the case, and the foundations for safe, healthy, and loving relationships should come from honest conversation about sex at home. Sex education should not only be instilled in school, but also at home. The question is, are we as Malaysians taking the issue of pedophilia, sexual child abuse, and the need for a proper sexual offenders list that is made public too lightly? As a responsible member of the society, I would like to urge the implementation of sex education in school syllabus and make it as a general knowledge that every child should have awareness of. So, that is all from me. Thank you for listening and thank you for your time.